What's up, y'all? This is Visionary Tain, and you're listening to Project Perspective.
Yeah, and this is No Chill Will, and this is episode one. And on this episode, we're gonna be talking about, is it okay for spouses to keep your exes as friends? And then as a side topic is gonna be,
Is it acceptable to tell your spouse to change their outfit if you don't like what the fuck they wearing? And yeah, I'm excited. You know, our first episode we putting out. We plan on having hundreds of episodes, and this is the start of it.
right,
So yeah, let's just dive right into the topic. No chill will. Is it okay for your spouse to keep their ex as friends?
being with them or associating with them to a certain degree when you came into their lives, and I would think that you have to there'd have to be a formal meeting or something. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like family members. When you have a family member come in, you just don't have somebody to show up at your house like, hey, this is such and such. No, it's just like, hey, I got my cousins coming into town. Is it okay if my cousin stop by? And then you meet them. So it's the same thing with with an ex. But in me, typically, I don't have a problem with it. But I feel like it's highly unlikely that a lot of people would remain friends with their exes for whatever reason.
So what you're saying is, well, first what you said was you would have to meet them first.
Yeah.
So if your spouse was like, "Hey, my ex invited me to," would you be okay if it was like a funeral? If your spouse's ex was like, "Hey, my mom died" or something like that, and your spouse is like, "Okay, well, I'm going to go to the funeral with my ex," just to show support.
No, because he don't need that support from her. That situation, as far as I'm concerned, is in the past. So whatever, when you walked away from that relationship, that all of that you have broken the bond between you and that person. So like I would I would not invite my ex to her funeral knowing that I have someone else that I'm involved that I'm currently in a relationship with. I think
Mm.
that that's I think that's just like, well, you don't agree with it, but it's disrespectful to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Because this person really does not have or shouldn't have that type of impact on you like they used to. There's a reason why y'all separated. Y'all went y'all separate ways. This person has went on and started another life. You went on and started another life with someone else. So it's kind of weird to say if my mom passed away 5 years into a relationship and we've been separated for 5 years. It's kind of weird to say, hey, is it okay if I invite my ex to the funeral, even though I know that my current wife or girlfriend is going to be there? That's
Yeah, but see that brings a whole nother conversation of, can you ever really love like an in-law? Because it sounds like let's say your spouse was really close to her mother-in-law or something, to your spouse was really close to her ex's mom and dad or something like that. So it kind of sounds like if your spouse is not, or not, I'm gonna stop saying spouse. If you were with if you were with a girl
hmm
and you were real close to her mom and dad or brother or sister or cousin or whoever, if y'all break up, do that mean that you can't stay in contact with her family?
Well, I went through that situation. I was real good friends with my oldest kid's mother. I was friends with her cousin. Me and him used to play video games. He used to come over to the house and we used to game and stuff. And I kind of kept the relationship with him to a certain degree. And then to me, I kind of realized like it's meaningless that this guy is still here because it's kind of like he's around me and he's around my new family. And it's kind of like if he wanted to, he could just take the information that he's obtained and go back in. And if she called and talked to him, like, hey, hey, what you been up to? Hey, well, I just went over to Will's house. Oh, Will got a house where he stay at. It's prime for information. So
Mm,
it's kind of just like in order to avoid that, I just kind of just lost contact with him, just to
damn.
avoid. Yeah, because I mean, it was really wasn't no benefit to it other than the fact that we used to play video games together. But
Yeah,
it,
that's a friend. You play video games with your friends.
yeah, but like I said, it didn't serve a purpose other than when I had nothing else to do. I said, oh, let me just call this dude Cause I know he ain't doing nothing, and
Yeah.
he'll come over and he'll hang out with me. But other than that, we didn't hang out like or go places or do stuff. It was like, oh, if I was in the neighborhood where he stayed, I'd call him. I'd stop by there. We'd probably game a little bit, and then we'd have a little small chat. But it always would revert back to my kids, and then his cousin's name would end up coming into the conversation, or he'd be like, "Well, you know, she did such and such, or she's doing this," and I'm just like, "Bro, I really don't care," you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But
yeah.
he felt like he wanted me to know because he felt like I deserved to know, which I told him. I said, "Man, I don't care. If she's married, she's moved on, she got kids, she's living on the moon. I really don't care. That good for her." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've moved on, and I'm not even on that.
Just
Like
had
that.
to cut it off with
Yeah, I
them.
just lose contact with him. You know?
Damn. Okay. Well, I haven't answered the question yet. So,
Yeah.
do I think
I
it's
would
okay?
love to hear. I would love to hear what you got to say because I know this is gonna be some. This is an epic answer you're about to give. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be epic, but I would say, yeah, I think it's okay to be friends with your ex, simply because just because you fall out of a romantic relationship with them, makes I don't think that cuts them off as a human. Like, okay, like y'all can still have stuff in common, right? So, true story. I told my wife she could be friends with her ex. I don't care. I am secure in my relationship. I mean, granted, her ex is in California, we're in Texas, but still. And one of my exes hit me up on Facebook. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, exes after a couple years, they wanna reach out to you and see how you're doing. And I'm guessing they single or something. I don't know what's going on with them, but for some reason they want to reach back out and say, "Hey, how you doing? I ain't spoke to you in a while," And I never said anything to her because I don't want to be friends with her. But still, I do think, and my wife told me she was like, "Yeah, if you want to talk to her, you can." So with that being said, I do think you should be able to have to be friends with them, but it just can't be romantically. I think just because you have a romantic relationship with somebody, just because that romance is gone, don't mean everything else is gone, right? Like, let's say if me and an ex used to watch Game of Thrones or something together, and then let's go back in the past. Let's say the last season came out, but they're my ex, but I know that they still watch Game of Thrones. I don't think it's unjust or out of bounds by any means if you hit them up and say, "Hey man, are you watching this episode?" Like, I mean, y'all got that in common. It's not like you trying to cheat on your girl, your current girl. It's just, y'all still got stuff in common, so it's okay for y'all to talk about that stuff. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you should be able to be friends with anybody. You should be able to talk to anybody while you're in a relationship.
And then
And
I think that now, like what you're saying, and the thing about it is y'all never had a friendship. Y'all went into a relationship, and I feel like you're trying to hold on to something that potentially may fall back into something that y'all try to revert back to something that y'all had. Just like watching Game of Thrones. That's easily something that you can use as a topic or something or an excuse. Hey, I'm gonna keep in contact with this person because we have a common interest about this show, and this person might take it. You're still interested in them. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you're using this as an excuse to stay in contact. Like how people that have kids, they try to use kids as an excuse to keep to stay around. Say,
your
well,
mic going out a
I
little
got.
bit. It's like your mic sound kind of weird. It keep going in and out a little bit.
Well, I can just change it. Let me.
But yeah, I do see what you're saying. You're saying some people use it as an excuse,
Yeah,
just
it's like
a reason to stay in contact with them.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. I can hear myself though.
You can?
Yeah,
Maybe.
but
Let's I can put it back on how it was.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying, but as long as people know how to keep those boundaries and say, okay, we're gonna talk about Game of Thrones, we're gonna talk about whatever it is we got in common, and we're not gonna try to like hang out by ourselves or like
Yeah, but
you keep a line. Like you could be friends without being alone in a room together. You could be friends without showing your dick or sending a dick picture. Like y'all could be friends without
yeah,
getting all into
but the
sexual
thing
shit.
about it is, if y'all already were romantically involved, that's always going to be there.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will. Those dynamics still loom in the background, especially with a female, because a female they function on emotions, and if they feel like you're taking the time to call them and say, "Hey, have you seen episode number 6? Oh, that was real funny. How blah blah blah." They really feel like they have something to hang on to, and and that little attention that you're giving them, it's like that. That's like it's like you're giving them hope that one day, if something happened between you and your wife or your current girlfriend, that they can come in, because they're gonna keep they're gonna maintain that line of communication, and they're gonna try to say, oh, hey, you want to go out to lunch, or hey, I was over here in the area, and you know how your mom doing, what I'm saying, stuff like that. And then for you to you play into that, and when you play into it, it's kind of just like you get caught up, bro. So like with me, I just I just stay clear of it, because it's a reason why we're not in a relationship, and there's a reason why we're not friends. Is because there had to been something that was so, I would say, traumatic, that we couldn't stay together. You know what I'm
But
saying?
the
And
reason y'all not friends is because y'all not in a relationship no more. But that's what I'm trying to understand is how come you can't be friend? How come you can't just be friends even though you're not in a relationship with them? Because it seems like a lot of people, or a lot of people they should start off as friends and then they get romantically involved. And if it's like two separate things. And then once you're not romantically involved, you still got friends right here. But people just throw both of them away because they're not fucking and they're not in a relationship no more. When really you could be like, okay, yeah, it didn't work
yeah,
in a
yeah,
relationship, but I still
yeah,
want the best for you.
but what you saying is that it really don't make no sense, because if you're in a relationship with somebody and this person is disrespecting you or not listening to
Oh
you,
yeah, well
or
yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying, why the hell would you want to be friends with this person? If you said, you know what, I'm sick of your shit, I'm leaving. Why would I want to maintain a friendship with somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you say, well, I'm moving away because something happened with my parent, and I'm moving away,
Yeah, you can end on
and
good terms.
I mean, you can end it on good terms, but still, when you come back, don't think that you can just pick up from where you left off, and try to worm your way in as a friend, and then try to loom in the background, hoping that, okay, if something happens. Because the thing about it, like from what I've experienced, a lot of females that have friends, like I was that friend, and he'll say, "Oh, I got my boyfriend, and man, he can't keep a job. He's he's sorry." You know what I'm saying? And then you're sitting there, you listening to him, and it's kind of like, okay, we're friends, and I'm listening to you, but you're complaining about something almost to the point like you want somebody to step in and say, "You don't even need him. You're too good for him. I think that
Yeah.
me and you would be better." You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But to me, that's those type of things, those type of boundaries and stuff. As a friend, you're not supposed to cross. So I think it's just I don't know. To me, to a certain degree, it's just disrespectful. Every female that I was friends with, if she was involved with somebody, you know, I would allow that distance, and depending on the person, you know what I'm saying, we would hang out. It's been times
Mhm.
like she would bring her boyfriend, and we'd be at the mall or something, and then if you see him, like, oh, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? and this my boyfriend. So, oh, there, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And then, but a lot of times it's just like, nah, that stuff. It to me, it don't never work because it's always something in the background that's gonna interfere in that friendship, or it's gonna, especially if you was in a relationship prior, that there are gonna be feelings that are gonna linger, and it's gonna probably be like he wants to like try to smash, and then the female, she wants to try to hold on to something because she want to try to see if she can make, if she can make a difference, if she can change, if she. So I don't know. With that being
Yeah,
said, it's kind of just
but it's about people's intention. Like if a girl comes to me crying about her relationship, I'm a married man, right? So if she comes to me saying, "Oh, my man ain't doing this," and he's sorry, like I'm not gonna be like, "Well, it's okay, I could do better." You need somebody like me. Like I'm not gonna say nothing like that. Me being a married man, I'm gonna tell her that if she complaining this much, then she needs to fucking leave his ass and stay by herself for a little bit. Stay single and figure your shit out. You know, it don't always got to resort to sex or flirting or nothing like that. But I guess it depends on people's intent, people's intentions. Yeah, I think that's all I got for that.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm quite sure there's a few other things that we're missing on there on the subject. And
Well, here I do got something else, but this is probably a whole podcast episode in itself. And I was talking to a guy last night, and I had to ask him a question because he was saying that like he's a gamer, so he's on Xbox, and we used to have like a little clan of Xbox friends, and everybody used to play the game together and stuff like that. So I don't really play a lot. I'll be busy doing other things. So yes, last night was probably the second time I hopped on my Xbox this year. And anyway, I was talking to him, and I asked him, I say, what happened to all the other people in this Xbox group? And he said, "Oh man, I don't really talk to him like that no more. We used to be friends, but we don't really we don't really talk no more, and stuff has happened to where we're not friends no more." And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck could possibly happen? Because it's all everybody spread out, so it's only on the Xbox. We got people living in California, some people live in New York. I'm in Texas, so I'm thinking,
right,
what the fuck could they possibly be beefing about? And that shit was just so hilarious to me. But anyway, he started telling me, he started saying stuff like he would see somebody get on the Xbox, and instead of them playing with him, they would play with another group of friends. So
right.
then he's just like, "Oh, you want to play with them now, huh?" And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? And I asked him, I said, like, what's your idea of a friend? Like, what is a friend to you? Who, like, how do you determine who's your friend? And he said, a friend to him is somebody you can rely on, and somebody that if you do something for them, that they're able to like reciprocate your energy and time.
Well, not
So
energy, but your efforts. Your efforts. You like your, not just energy, but like your efforts, because like what you're saying, I feel like the same definition of friend, of the word friend, coincides with that. But I wouldn't say necessarily your energy. I would say your efforts, because if you're going to put in 50%, or as they say 100%, then that means me as your friend, I need to reciprocate that and match that. You know what I'm
see, but
saying?
that
If there's
almost
some,
sounds like a relationship. That sounds,
well, I mean,
yeah,
that a friendship is a form of a relationship. You don't think so?
yeah, yeah, you're right, but it just sounds like there's responsibility involved in being a friend because
Of
for me,
course. There's the responsibilities in all, on all things that you take into your life, and you uphold them, and try to honor them when you're dealing with other people. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to be friends, then you would just be acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? It's not an acquaintanceship. You know what I'm saying? It's an acquaintance of someone that you are for you to associate with this person frequently or often. But if you have a group of people that you associate with frequently or often, you invite them to your house, y'all go out, your family associates with their family. I mean, that's you're intertwining yourself with with another being in their circle. So to me, that's kind of, like it's a form of a relationship. You still want the same thing like you would want in a relationship with your significant other. You want this person to be loyal. You want them to be honest with you. You want them to be able to be understanding. You want them to be forgiving. You know what I'm saying? And those things are what you take those things and you apply them with a person, and that's how you end up having long term friendships. Or you can have, what do you call it? Long distance friendships. See, that person obviously he was jealous that they were playing with other people because he is he's I guess expectations were higher than the people that he was involved with. The other people probably were just like, oh, we're just on here just playing with people. But he was like, no, I'm trying to establish a friendship with these people because
Yeah.
if you're playing with them often and you're conversing, there's a lot of probably personal things that y'all end up talking about or things that y'all try to relate with each other. You know what I'm saying? And he took it more to heart than everybody else.
Okay, so what is a person obligated to do, or what are the obligations of a friendship? Because
The ob
that's one thing I didn't understand. Because for me, I was telling him, I was like, well, if he's playing with a different group, I'm like, can't people do what they want? Like, the people got the freedom to do what they want. Just because they're on an Xbox don't mean they necessarily have to play with you because they're your friend. And like I told him, that guy should be able to do what he wants.
But see, that's the thing though. The thing about it is they can do what they want. They can do what they want. They're not locked into a contract with this person to play with him specifically, but he feels like he should have priority because he had been playing with them for I guess X amount of time, but you never know what other people have already been in the picture outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a group of people. I have a list of people that I play with from time to time, and sometimes I can go probably weeks, maybe months without playing with anybody. But you
Hmm.
have people that come on, and then you see them, and then like if I'm playing Fortnite, they'll want to jump in, or they'll or text me on my phone and say, "Hey, you want to play?"
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm playing and I say I have time, then I'll say, "Yeah, we could run a couple rounds," but I don't expect you to get upset if I don't jump in your lobby and say, "Hey, man, this game," or if I don't respond. Those things like that. I mean, that's kind of like possessive. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that's what it sounded like. It sounded like a friendship is like possessiveness and like,
Control.
I've known you for longer, so you should be like this. Wait, you should be like this to me and not hang out with other people because they don't. I don't know. It just sounds. So he asked me if I have friends, and I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I have friends because I told him from his definition, I have to have like obligations to people. I have to. I have to. So he was saying how if he gave, he was saying that he would pretty much sacrifice for his friends, and he would do anything for them. But the reason he stopped playing with a lot of people on Xbox is because they didn't reciprocate that energy. So if he did something for them, then they probably didn't do that same thing for him. And that made me feel like that's very selfish, right? Like, if I do something for you, I'm going to want something in return, right? So it's not like I'm doing it because I want to help you. I'm just doing it because I'm like, okay, yeah, one day I'm gonna want this back. But anyway,
But yeah, but the thing what he's probably saying is like, if you got on there and you send him an invite, he would jump out of his lobby and come into your lobby and just disregard the game he was playing because he wanted to play with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, he probably thought y'all were friends, or he considered you as friends. But the people that he was playing with consider him as a gaming buddy, just somebody that, you know what I'm saying. If he's on, he can jump in the lobby right quick, or he could run some with us or whatever. But it was never nothing that's like I said, it was never nothing just super. I guess I don't know how you would call it. Just like all I can say, like a contract. He looking like, bro. I shed my blood for you. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't really never. You ain't never laid eyes on these people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, but he may be wanting for him to make friends. So when he interact with people, he take it to that degree where it's, he
Yeah.
I gotta have, I
Yeah,
gotta
he
keep
takes
these
it
guys
real
around.
personal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he a real hard friend.
Yeah.
Y'all
Uh,
gave him a false sense of friendship because y'all continued to play with him, and like I said, y'all interact with him because I know how it is. It gets intense when y'all playing, and it's like, oh, we winning, and hey, you got the kills, and you getting this, and I had to get you down, and and it to him it really just intensify the want of friendship.
that's surface level. That's very surface level, I think, because
But that
it's
shows
kind
you,
of
but
like,
that shows you nowadays how bad people want or desire to have friends. Even if you've
but
never met these people in real life, you've never interacted with them outside of the game, that this is y'all only common source of, I guess, of
yeah,
interacting with each other.
yeah, that's the only thing they got in common.
Yeah,
But I think that's very surface level because I would think a friend would know more than just that you're good at Call of Duty or some shit. Like, oh man, this guy can get a lot of kills in Call of Duty. That's my friend. Like, I
yeah,
thought being a friend would be like deeper than that. Like, I actually know this motherfucker,
yeah,
not just that he always got a good KD. Like that, it seems weird. It's kind of like, and I know we're gonna go to the next topic, but
yeah. We're gonna go ready to switch gears in a minute.
it's
So,
kind of like how well I just want to get this last look. I got a coworker. So on the first date, when you take a girl to a first date, I tell people, do not take them to a fucking movie. I think that's weird because for me it's like you take them to a movie and for 2.5 hours y'all are staring at a screen and at the end of the movie you still don't know shit about this girl. She don't know nothing about you, but you think you about to go fuck because you took her to go see a screen for 2.5 hours. I think that shit is weird.
yeah,
But
you're getting off track. That's gonna be probably for the next topic. Is it
yeah,
okay to
but
take a person out to the movies for on the first date? Do you really get the information that you desire from this person
yeah.
for a long-term relationship? Or can you judge a person or get to know a person watching a movie?
Yeah, and same with the video games. Like just because we killing people on this video game, if we're not really talking about like personal shit and we just
Right,
playing a game, like we still don't know each other. So
right.
yeah,
But I really think that he never really had a real friend. So I mean, then that would be all that's the only thing he would know is, the camaraderie of the people online. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm still wary of what a friend really is because I think that word friend is subjective to people too. Because for him, I think he thinks that anybody he talks to in like a friendly manner, anybody that hops in his Xbox
Well,
party,
anybody
and
that reciprocates a conversation with him, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
like
When
that's a
you
friend.
create a dialogue with somebody and they respond, it's kind of, oh, this dude accepted my friend request. Fuck it, we friends. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go ahead and switch to the next topic.
Okay, yeah. All right. So
Is
the
it
next topic,
acceptable? Is it acceptable to tell your spouse to change their outfit if you dislike what they're wearing? Man,
what
I
you got,
have
Will?
man, I have dealt with that throughout my life, and I think that that has burned a lot of bridges with me as
Mm.
far as dealing with females. And a female, you get ready to go out, and she comes out the closet or come into the room, and she says, "So do you like what I got on?" You know what I'm saying? What you think? And then you say you you look at it and you kind of like you take that deep breath and like, and you
Does she
say,
look
"What?
fat in her dress?
What is it too much?" It's never not enough, but they say, "What is it too much, or is it too revealing?" And you say, "Well, nah, it's all
Oh,
right. You good." No, you stop, you pause, you looked at me, you turned your head, you sighed. Is something wrong with it? So tell me. And nah, that's the worst thing you could do is really just give an honest.
why
Don't give
though?
your perspective. Do not give your perspective on that. You just let them
No,
wear
no,
what they want to wear, and then you just let the date go on.
hell
What
no.
what are you why are you looking like that?
No, why wouldn't you tell them the truth? Okay, if
No,
it's too revealing, I mean,
bro.
it can go both ways. If it's too
No,
revealing and you
because
just like,
the reason why is because a real woman that value herself and she know herself, she know what she can wear.
what the fuck is
She
a
she
real
know what
woman?
she can wear and she know what she can't wear.
Who's a fake woman? See,
Who?
like these words. You say a
No, I
real
mean
woman.
when I say real, like a woman that a real woman is something to me is like your wife, Kathy. Kathy, I'm quite sure Kathy knows what to wear because she holds herself to a higher standard and she has dignity. And she said, I'm not going to wear something that's going to have like a tube top with my stomach out, you know what I'm saying, or shorts that are so short that if I bend over, like one of my lips is going to pop out. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? You don't have to tell her that she can't wear that. She'll just say, you know what? I don't need to wear it because I'm not out here trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to get attention from anybody. You know what I'm saying? And the I have dignity and respect for myself.
dignity
I
and
carry
respect.
myself as a woman. I have a child, so I don't. The thing that you laughing. What's so funny?
Just the words you're using right now is funny.
What's
I carry
that?
myself with dignity and respect. I'm a woman. Okay. See, my thing is, I'm that guy that think even if a girl has OnlyFans, even if a girl is a stripper, I think that girl still got respect for herself.
You
I think that
crazy?
for real,
No, you crazy as hell.
for real. Like just because she living a different lifestyle, just because she making money a different way, don't mean she don't got respect for herself. So I just it's just weird to hear those words. Like a OnlyFans girl don't have dignity about her. But that's a whole nother topic. But I still think that you should still be able to give your perspective. You know, let your spouse know that what they wearing is too revealing, or what they wearing that they look fat in a dress or whatever. But that's not the question. The question is it acceptable to tell them to change their outfit? I think you could tell them about their outfit, but I don't think it's right for you to tell them to change their outfit because, like you said, uh, well, you said like a good woman or she's a woman or something like that, but every woman is a woman, I think, and that woman should be able to wear what she want to wear.
Well, I want to correct myself when I said not a real woman. What I'm saying is like a woman that has confidence in herself. That carries herself. You know what I'm saying? And you want people to respect you, so you wear the things that where you would be able to receive that respect because you don't want to. You don't people. If that was the case, everybody would be wearing revealing clothes when they go wherever and receive that desired the results that they want. But some people do that. If you're out there trying to catch somebody, you trying to get a date or you trying to get a baby daddy or something, then you put on something more revealing. Even if you're just going to Walmart, you know what I'm saying? You put on your most revealing, your tightest clothes, You make sure you pull your thing up so you get that camel toe right. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
You walk through there, and then you have all these guys looking at you, and then you have your choice of who you want to pick out. But then if you have a woman that's like, and she's confident in herself, she said, I don't need the validation of anybody. I can put on a summer dress. I can put on a pantsuit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you can cover your whole body up and still get the same results, just depending on how you carry yourself. That's what I'm trying to say.
So would you tell them to change their outfit?
I told you, I'm not getting into that because I feel I feel a confident woman will wear something that's going to suit the occasion. If we're going out to a
So
concert,
yeah,
if we're going out to a concert, let's say we're going to go see Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know
you
what I'm
ain't
saying?
seen
And
no
it's going to
damn.
be like,
You going to go see Sexy Red?
no, you can go watch Sexy Red.
If you're going to see Sexy Red and your girl dressed sexy as fuck,
She was still, I really feel like my girl would still wear something that's going to be, that's going to suit her personality.
hmm,
She's not trying to dress to fit in with the crowd, or she's not going to be like following other people based on what they're wearing or what Sexy Red is wearing. She's going to wear something that's going to
that she feel comfortable in.
that she feels comfortable in.
With that being said, if a girl feel comfortable wearing booty shorts, who are you to tell her to go change?
But that's what I'm
Because
saying. I'm not getting involved in that. If she wants to wear that, then she gonna have to deal with the consequences at the end of the day. Because when you get out there,
it ain't no consequences.
there are consequences in everything you do.
Okay, if she go out there and wear,
There's always a right way and a wrong way. And if you're 56 years old, you there's a thing called age appropriation, and there's certain things that you should be not. I'm not gonna say you can't ban them, but what I'm saying is you should take into consideration that I'm 56 years old. My titties don't sit up like they used to. You know what I'm saying? I have my body's pretty much dropping. Let me wear something, even though they have stuff that's comfortable and age appropriate. You don't have to dress like you 18 years old running out here trying to be with the rest of the crew. You
but
know what I'm saying?
no matter how you look, somebody like you.
And that's true. Somebody like it's something for everybody. What
Somebody
I'm
out here
saying is you
watching gilf porn.
yeah, it probably is. But what I'm saying
Them
is
grandmas be getting down,
but I'm asking, are you watching it?
huh?
Okay then. Okay then. So there is an exception to the rule.
I've seen it
So
once
so
or twice.
everyone is not watching it because you're not watching it, and I'm not watching it because I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about you don't know what a gilf is? It's a
Mhm.
grandma I love to fuck. Them grandmas be getting down. I'm telling you.
See, so you do
But
watch it. So you know about that. See,
I've
that
seen it
I'm not
like
in
only
that.
once or twice, but not
I'm
really
not in
like
that.
that.
I'm not in that world. I can't tell you I'm a follower at all about it. I
But
have nothing against it.
yeah,
I'm
man,
quite
check it
sure it's
out.
wonderful. I'm quite
Yeah,
sure it's no, it's not my. That's not my. That's something I choose to partake in. You know what I'm saying? So I leave it up to you and your community to.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, once you hit 50 years old, you're gonna be watching it. So you might as well
I
start
would.
now.
I won't have to watch it because if I'm 50, then a grandma would be like 90 years old.
No, grandmas are young. Grandmas are 40s nowadays, 40s, 50s.
Come on,
But
bro.
the grandmas they show do be like 70s. But it'd be impressive because it's like, damn, like she's still getting down. I think that shit is crazy. But anyway, I would say that. Oh no, I got a question for you. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's say your girl was wearing booty shorts and y'all went to
Yep.
a Sexy Red concert.
Right.
How would you react to this situation? A guy walks up to y'all, or maybe it's a friend that y'all know, and well, he walks up to you and he like, damn, your girl looking right. She looking right today. God damn. How would you react to that? Would you be like, hey man, stop looking at my girl, or would you be like, yeah man, I know, right? You see that? Like, how would you react? Would you want to fight him, or would you like dap him up?
No. Why would I? I mean, no, I
Or
wouldn't
would you be
fight
like,
him, but
yeah
I
man,
would. I
that's my
would.
girl?
No, I would appreciate I would take it as a compliment because I mean, if ain't nobody looking at your girl, then there's something wrong with your girl.
Mm.
Like, I mean, if not even like the wino down the street is like, man, he turning his head at, he don't want to look. Something's wrong with her. I feel
Damn.
like if she's up there, if she's dressing right, she's carrying herself right, other guys are going to acknowledge that, and I take that like as a badge of honor, because at the end of the day,
That's yours.
she's home with me,
Hmm.
and I appreciate it, but let's not get it fucked up though, because you got some guys that want to take it a step further, and they want to try to push up on her and feeling like they can do better. So in that situation, then that's when the dynamics of it change to where it's kind of more of like a challenge more than a compliment.
Okay, so what if he said, because I said this to a guy at work, and obviously I'm married, so I didn't mean it. But he showed me a picture of his girl, and I told him, I say, if that wasn't your girl, if that wasn't your girl, and if I wasn't married, I'll fuck shit out of her. And he got mad, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Like that's a compliment. Like if that wasn't your girl, you should be happy that I want to fuck shit out of her. And he's like, no, man, you can't say that about her. And I'm like, why not? Like, just take the compliment. Like, you're welcome.
And you still got a full mouth full of teeth, and you said that shit to a grown man, and you still up here smiling with all your
But
teeth in your mouth.
but how's that not a compliment? Like, if I told
That's
you, hey man, if that wasn't your girl, bro, I'm
bro,
gonna do
but it's
some
not
things
it's
to her.
not what you say, it's how you say it, and you said that shit with such passion, like,
Like, dude, I was
you know
serious.
what I'm
Like,
saying?
your girl look right. Like, you lucky that's your girl right now, cause
No, but the fact that you said that you was like, "Man, if I was single and shit, I'd fuck shit out of her," man. Nobody
yeah,
wants to hear that, bro.
that's a compliment.
You
That's
could have
like,
just said, all you could have just said was, dang, yeah, you did good. You know what I'm saying? You got you one.
yeah, that's
You know
what I
what I'm saying?
said,
But nah, you threw that other shit. You talking about smashing and everything, bro.
man.
You out of hand with that one, bro. That
Like,
was
because what's the highest compliment you could give another guy other than you would put your dick in her in his girl if you had the chance? Like that's like the highest compliment that you could
dude.
give to a girl.
That's nah. That's I don't know who told you that. Where you get that from? Cause
Because
that
you said that if somebody look at your girl and they not attracted to her, then that
yeah,
that mean you got an ugly girl. But if you looking at
looking.
your
But I'm
girl
not
and
talking
his
about
dick
that.
get
Like,
hard,
I'm not talking about lust.
come
I'm
on
not talking
now.
about it's a difference between looking at a female and complimenting her and then lusting and saying, "Oh man, I tear that up. Oh man,
Yeah,
if I had a chance, I get at that."
shit. I mean, you got a
That
bad
that
one. That's a compliment.
nah, man. That's crossing the
If
line,
if
bro. You
if
gotta
he look
have
at
a
your
certain.
girl and his dick get hard, like
Yeah,
you should dap
you
dap
got a
him up.
certain, but you have to have a certain level of respect when you're talking to somebody
Oh
about this,
man.
about this. I would never tell you that about Kathy. I would never say that
But if you did, then
because,
I'll be like, bro, I know. When I look at him, my dick get hard. So I know your dick getting hard.
bro, what is wrong with you?
Uh, But
Your perspective is altered right now. You've been drinking,
no,
because
I
it's
haven't.
gotta be, bro. Because who would say that? Be like, bro, man, she's just so fine, bro. And
Yeah,
you be like, I know, right? She's just getting me rocked up right now, and then I know you rocked up because I'm rocked up too.
for real.
No, man, it don't.
I
No, it don't work
she
like
got
that,
that same
bro.
effect on me.
On
Like
you, but
like
not
like
on
that.
me because I don't look at her like that. I look at her like kind of like me and you brothers, and then that's like my sister. You know what I'm saying? That's a line that I wouldn't cross because I have more respect for her and I have more respect for you like that. That the sexual thing is completely to the left. I don't look at her in a sexual way, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say she's not an attractive woman, but I'm definitely not gonna sit up here and say like, oh, if I had a chance, I would smash that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a certain
See,
level,
well, I think you
to a
lying.
certain degree that you just don't need to go.
I think you lying simply because I think sexuality is not a choice. So
It is so.
what you're attracted to, you cannot control. You could be walking down Walmart and you if you see a girl that you're attracted to, you instantly know that you're attracted to her. You can't you can't make your mind, you can't lie to yourself and say, oh man, she ugly. Like, no, like you, as soon as you see her, your body gonna know it.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you can control your actions and you can control what you say. Because what you do can put your ass in jail, depending on how she perceive it. If you go there and you grab on her ass and say, "Oh damn, you fine as hell," she probably going to slap at you, or she gonna call them fucking people to come get you.
Or she
Because
gonna like
nowadays
it.
you
She gonna say, "Man, all the men nowadays
oh so
they
now you
scared to
now you
talk to
gonna
me."
tell her what she gonna like.
No, I said she might like it
She might.
because a
You got
lot
a
of guys
50-50
nowadays
chance there.
they
But I
probably
tell
they
you
probably scared her.
nowadays a lot. But what I'm saying nowadays, you just can't be grabbing on people. You can't be imposing your will on people because you feel a certain type of way. She may not feel like that about you. You might see her and think she your soulmate, but she may not. She may look at you and think you the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and be like, "Ugh, get away from me."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So but you have to be able to control what you say as well, because a lot of things that you say can be perceived in a negative light. And that's why I say I would never talk to you involving your wife
But I would
in
take
a
it as
in
a
a sexual
compliment.
manner like that, huh?
I would take it as a compliment. Because if I know that your intent is to tell me, it's just all it is an exaggerated form of your wife looks good. That's
Yeah.
it. It's just a really exaggerated form of you telling me that my wife is fine.
Right.
I
Okay.
I,
So with that
I know
being
I know
said,
your intent is not to go fuck her.
but okay. With that being said, back to the topic is, so with your wife wearing something, what would you say to her? She came out wearing she came out wearing some shorts that were too tight and a top with no bra on, and said that we gonna go let you gonna go drop off your son to the daycare.
Yeah,
You cool with that?
yeah. If that's the person I married, if that's the way she want to present herself, I think she got the freedom and she got free will. She could wear whatever she want. You
But you
know,
know that when she step out the house, that's she's representing you as well, because the people at the daycare are gonna look at this is
fuck them.
Mr. and Mrs. Tain, and then okay,
No, no, no,
so
no. Don't fuck them. Don't fuck them. But no,
no,
I'm just
don't change it, don't change it. Stand by it, stand by it, because I mean
because
I'm trying to I'm trying to understand your logic.
because
So
sometimes I would go drop my son off and I'm wearing pajamas. I'm wearing pajamas. I'm not always trying to like dress to impress, or most of the time I pick them up. I'm wearing like work clothes and I'm dirty and stuff like that. So if she wants to wear her bonnet and she going to pick them up or drop them off, and she wearing pajamas or she wearing something short or something, it's just like, oh well, whatever she's comfortable in. I ain't got no problem with it. But yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like in a relationship, it's not my it's not my place to control what she does. Now, if I
okay,
did have
hold
a
on.
problem with it, I would tell her like, yeah, I don't think that's right. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna try to control her. She could wear whatever the fuck she want to wear.
So let's change the scenario then. Let's change it from going from the daycare. Let's say y'all going out to you're going out to dinner. Let's say you're going to Texas de Brazil, a real
Mm-hmm.
nice place. You and her, you want to take her out. It's y'all anniversary, and so she comes out and she got on some. We're not gonna say Dukes because the Dukes thing that I don't want to keep on kicking them, but let's say she's wearing an outfit that is maybe at one or two sizes too small for her,
Mm-hmm. So everything poking
and
out.
yes. And but she likes it. She likes this
Mm-hmm.
outfit. She said, "Oh, I wore it, a couple years ago when I first met you, and I think it really suits the occasion." Because,
Mm.
but so would you seeing it? How would you approach the situation? But you're not feeling it because you're kind of you know, like I just said, it's
Oh,
not fitting her appropriately. So
okay, so if I don't like it, I would ask her if, like, hey, let's go shopping. Let's go wear something else. And if she insists on wearing it, if she said that she still like it, then fuck it. All right. Because I like to think that she will represent herself the way the way she want to be, right? She gonna wear what she want to wear. She talk the way she want to talk, and like she's her own person. Now, even if I don't agree with something, like I said, I'm still not gonna try to control her. I'm still not gonna, pull her. I'm not gonna pull her by her shoulder and say, "Get your ass over here. You gonna wear something else. You ain't gonna. You represent me." Like I don't think she's
But
necessarily.
voicing your opinion on something is not necessarily controlling someone. It's
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
kind of like, it's
yeah. I
kind
will
of
voice
just.
my opinion.
But I said by you voicing your opinion is not controlling that person. Is you bringing attention to something and trying to put a broader light on it, and showing and trying to explain to them, like, we're going somewhere nice. I just don't think that this is appropriate for that place. you know. But you're saying like, oh, let's go shopping. You can't go shopping at night if your reservation is at 9 o'clock and here it is at 7:30. It's time to go. So I would feel like you try to find a compromise. That's that that
Uh,
that you just gonna say you can
I
wear
fucking
it.
hate that word.
One of the buttons is coming off because it's so tight, it's hanging,
Yeah, she's
and
just sloppy.
yeah, just and you saying, well, fuck it, let's go. We're gonna have the best night of our lives, even though you look like a train wreck. It's all good.
Well, so what would you do? Would you just not go out with her? Would you, if she insisted on wearing what she wanted to wear, and it was too short and sloppy? Would you just tell her, "Hey, I ain't going out with you like this"? Because that's a option too.
Well, I
Or,
mean, I have in a situation I was in. I was in Vegas and I was dating this female, and she had we got dressed and we were supposed to be going out on the strip, and she had on something that I wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And I just politely asked her if I had nothing to lose. And not in that situation, because that we were like dating. We wasn't like in a full blown relationship. So I rolled the dice and just told her like, hey, can you find something else to put on? Because she's like, wow, what's wrong with it? So, but you give that person your perspective of what you see, and you
mm-hmm.
start putting it out there, and then a lot of times, sometimes if they're reasonable, they'll take it into consideration and say, you know what, you right. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh yeah, I was just trying to just throw something on right quick. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's their choice if they want to wear it or not.
Yeah,
But I was willing to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going. Or I'll wait until she go in there and watch TV, and I'll sneak the fuck out, and I'm going on the strip by myself because
damn, that's fucked
you
up.
know that's how it was though. That's how I played the game back then, because it was just like all or nothing.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 minutes left, so let's go ahead and start closing this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's. Oh, I didn't even put it up. So in closing, we never did this part before,
Right.
but here we
Well,
go. I'm
okay.
not
Well,
gonna. I'm not gonna
you
even
know,
go over. I'm not gonna even go over summarizing what we talked about because that'll lead us into something else.
nah,
We tried
nah,
that.
nah. You can say at the end of the day, ask yourself at the end of the day, is it really worth not a conversation, but a debate or a
Or
disagreement with your significant other about what they wear? A lot
yeah,
of times, can we even make sure the people that we entangle ourselves with can make those decisions in order to bring out the best in their in each other? Because it
here.
really is what it when we go out, we're advertising to the world who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it like this.
Yeah.
Let's just give a yes or no to the answers. All right. So
Okay.
is it okay for your spouse to keep their ex as friends?
No.
Okay, I say
No.
yes. I say yes. You say no. Okay. And is it
I
okay?
say
Is
hell.
it
I say hell
acceptable?
no. Hell no.
Is it acceptable to tell your spouse to change their outfit if you dislike what they're wearing? I say no. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable to tell them to do shit in the relationship. You can't control them. You can give them your perspective, but you can't control them. So you can't tell them
Right.
to do shit.
And I say yes. You have that. You have the ability. I'm not gonna say the right because it's not a law, but you have the ability to 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 give your perspective on if that person's wearing something that you really don't agree with.
Yeah,
And if y'all are in a relationship, they should be able to take into consideration and make a compromise. That's what I feel.
no, yeah, we definitely got to talk about that word compromise because I do not believe in compromises in a relationship. People say that's how you make a relationship work is through compromise. I hate no. But
All
we'll talk
right,
about that.
that's gonna be another topic for another time. Now we
Okay,
didn't hit on 2 or 3 topics that are coming in the near future. Anyway, where can you find us, Mr. Visionary Tain?
you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. I haven't really done anything on
X,
YouTube yet.
X,
At Visionary Tain. Oh, X, yeah, no Twitter, X. Visionary Tain on all platforms, and Project Perspective Pod on Instagram
right,
and
and it's
YouTube.
also we're also on Facebook and we're also on TikTok. So
Yeah, yeah,
we're gonna be posting videos. We're gonna have clips and a lot of more subject matter.
yeah,
We're gonna be posting a lot of stuff in the near future.
yeah. And we're working on Apple Podcasts. I think we're on Spotify. We're new to this. We're not professional speakers or anything like
No,
that.
not by no
So
means. If you couldn't
we're
tell.
hoping, yeah, if you hear this, we're gonna get better. We're gonna keep getting
Yeah.
better. We're gonna have y'all on and just bear with us. Let us figure this out. But we're gonna keep
All
doing
right.
it. So.
So this has been episode 1, Project Perspective. That was our perspective. What was yours?